welcome to another edition of Bentley Tech EDU. I'm James Bentley, and I'm here to help you learn a brand new app, Adobe Express. Take a look. I hit the All Photos button, and I can see all sorts of fun things. I can see my camera. I can take a picture. I can use my device folder from my gallery or my camera roll. I can even use Adobe Lightroom files that I've already used. Before we do anything, let's look at the top left corner, the three lines. Yours might look different. Please check your preferences. Make sure that your JPEG quality is set at maximum. Yours might be at like high or very high. Please push it all the way to 100%. All right, that's very important that you do that. Next, always make sure that your image size is at original and full size. If it's below 2000 pixels, you're taking pictures at a low end, and you want to make sure that that's better. The watermark you can customize, and we'll leave the other stuff alone. Let's just take a look at some of the pictures that I have already preloaded. I'm in a folder here. Let's see. Let's just jump over here. We're going to be doing a bridge for this quick demo. Now, iPhone kids, yours is going to look completely different. Android kids, mine looks like yours. Truth is, iPhone kids have an advantage. They have certain features that us people who are using the Samsung or Android devices don't have. So my next video is going to be demonstrating on an iPhone. So I bet you the iPhone kids are going to be happy about that. All right, let's just get started. We've got the 3 rings of destiny. I don't even know what they are. They come with profiles of various sorts, and they are just like every other profile that you would hit in any other application like Lightroom. I'm going to slide over. You've got black and white. You've got portrait. What happens is as you go through them, they just kind of give you a look to the work. For example, nostalgic. Ooh, that looks pretty good. If I was to pick nostalgic in this sepia tone, next I'm going to hit those things that say beta. This just goes to prove that this is a working version. The iPhone kids don't have this kind of a thing. There are cool light features. Sorry to tell you, but that's not working because it's so glittery. Looks like a Snapchat filter. I'm pressing grunge, and I'm going to hit the grunge feature, and I'm just going to make it a little stainy and gross. Ew. But guess what? It works. The slider allows you to adjust the amount of grime on the grunge filter. You'll see a magic wand and a little before and after button. And then the next at the very top is where you would go to finish the project. I'm going to leave it just like this for right now. I'm going to go ahead and get out of these presets. By the way, there's a whole bunch of other cool stuff in here. They're fun. I'm going to go to the crop feature. The crop works exactly the way that you would think. You could grab it from the corner and you could adjust as needed. What's interesting about the app is it has things like Facebook profile cover. Let's say you're in a food group or you have a group and you want to click it. Watch, I'll just do it. Obviously it's wrong, it doesn't quite fit, but you would just pick up the picture and move it into the block, and that's how that would work. You can do Facebook profiles, Instagram posts. It goes on and on. I've got YouTube channel, Etsy covers, you name it, it's in there. Next, the rotate. Yeah, I could press rotate over and over and over and spin it. Hey, check this out. If I want to flip the bridge to the other side, ta-da, there it is. Now that's handy if you're looking in a mirror and the words on your shirt are backwards. You just flip horizontal. Flip vertical does exactly what you would think. It flips it upside down and vertically. Transform button. Do I use it? Not really. It does have some pretty cool features, but for right now, we'll leave it alone. Okay, I'm going to go back a couple of stages just to get back to a raw and fresh image before I do anything in terms of color. In Lightroom and in other apps, clarity, which I'm going to push, and dehaze are right next to each other. What's going to happen is, as I push the dehaze and the clarity, did you notice I got kind of a little preview of what it's going to look like in the boxes down below? You may not get that, iPhone kids. And another thing I'm noticing, and this is for everybody, clarity and dehaze used to be on the effects tab, but that tab's not there. It doesn't work like that. Now we have an exposure button over here, and you guys know I like the exposure, and I also like shadows and highlights. But the problem is everything is not quite where it used to be, right? So it's a little bit different, and you're going to have to get used to working in Lightroom and Express at the same time. And like I said earlier, you can import your Lightroom projects into this app right here to do some of the other features, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. So my recommendation, do lighting effects in Lightroom and special effects in Express or Fix. The blemish tool. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a tool that I find to be a complete bummer. Now, I'm setting the target. That's not actually, I can go like, let me go like this just to prove it. So I'm going to press right here. I'm going to press on the top of that and watch what it does. Womp, fail. So I got to undo that feature because the blemish tool, in my opinion, really, really bad. Don't use it. Red eye gets rid of red eye. There's not an animal or a person in this, so that's not going to work too good for me. The text tool. You have all these basic preset templates for words. I'm just going to pick the very first one because it's quick and easy. It says, I'm going to click on it, strong and fierce. I think I'm just going to put Washington State. And I hit done. I can change the font color to be fuchsia or white. I can scale it. I can rotate. And I could keep making it bigger and more interesting. There are other features available for iPhone kids. There's a lot more other stuff. I'm going to get out of that. I'm going to undo it. If you wanted, you could have hit the X in the top right corner to get out of it. Here, I'll show you. Boom. Goodbye. Finally. Stickers. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stickers. You can choose like food stickers and adventure stickers, just like so many other apps that are out there. Want to add glasses on your friend? Now you can. You've always been able to do that. Hey, look, it's a mustache. Finally, the frames. This is the one thing that I find that's actually kind of interesting. It starts off with vignettes, and it works, and you can get white or black. You can do beveling frames and circles. These seem to be pretty good, but let's go on to something else. Let's try movie or Polaroid. Let's see what else we've got here. You could make it wood. Is this the best? I'm going to say not so much. Play around with it, experiment, find the one that you think is good. I tend to like this one. It's white with some like classic photography effects that are put onto it. When you're happy with the final result, all you got to do is press the next button and you're going to export the file off to your camera roll or to your gallery. Yes, you could send it to Lightroom. If you notice way at the bottom, you could send this to Lightroom and you could begin to do additional coloring effects over there if you're not that happy. You'll notice mine is a fairly large file with 100% JPEG quality. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. I'm James Bentley. It's Bentley Tech EDU. And one last thing before we go, iPhone kids, don't worry, I'm going to make a video for you next. You're going to love it. Have a great day.